What, I can't hold your hand?
No, of course you can. I just think it means something a little different to you. So.
Okay, well, tell me something. You like me, right? And you think I'm sort of beautiful?
Jake, please. Don't do this.
Why?
New moon, I saw you standing alone.
I have from a reputable source that New Moon is Samson's favorite film in the Twilight series.
Samson
From 28 Bone later.
Really?
Yeah.
Was he interviewed? Was he?
No, if you recall in the movie, he says moon.
Oh, yeah. You're right. You're right.
Connecting
New
the
moon.
dots. Keen-eared
Yeah.
listeners would catch that.
Yeah. Well, we're back doing Twilight again after a brief sojourn to the Bone Temple.
To England.
Yeah, which proved to be quite fruitful.
We've become Satanists.
Yeah. Alex is dressed up in a Jimmy Savile outfit. It's kind of weird.
Just how I dress.
It is kind of just how he dresses, and that's unfortunate.
I'm a fan. Listen, separate the art from the artist. I'm a fan of his TV presentership.
Yes, you're right. Top of the Pops.
I can honestly say
Jim
I don't
will
think
fix it.
I've ever watched anything.
Why? Yeah, of course not.
Yeah.
If you're not British and you've seen like a full episode of Top of the Pops for Jim will fix it, you got a problem, man. I don't know. I know a couple of people who are like Anglophiles or whatever, or, like British heads.
Sure.
But who are not British themselves.
When I was younger, I kind of was too. Like I loved the Mighty Boosh and a lot of those British sitcoms.
Skins.
I never watched Skins.
You watched Skins religiously. I remember back at Queens, you were talking about Skins all the time.
Hey, have you guys seen Skins?
Yeah.
Nicholas Hoult, Dev Patel.
Yeah.
But no, like the other ones, like the Matt Berry ones and Dark Place and stuff.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
Garth Marenghi.
But in this whole like English comedy culture consumption phase, I never once encountered the name Jimmy Savile.
Well, no, of course not. Yeah, of course not.
But
it's
I know
totally
some
different.
of their like popular presenters and stuff like that.
Yeah, but he was like even by that point, I don't think he was as popular as. He was like more of the elder statesman of TV presenting / serial pedophilia.
Right.
Yeah. But it seems quaint compared to the Epstein files. Which
how many times does Jimmy Savile's name come up in the?
That's a good question. Well, I did search the files for my last name and all my friends' last names.
Oh no.
I actually haven't searched your last name, which of course we won't say on the. It's Alex Franchisee. Turnbull, I'll tell you, it appears, I think it's like at least 150 times.
Who are these people?
Well, a lot of it is references to Malcolm Turnbull, the Australian Prime Minister. Whether or not he actually, I didn't read these files, so I don't know if he actually like interacted with Epstein at all. But he was a world figure, probably the Turnbull of note, the Turnbull most of note. Until, of course, I get really famous.
The Elon Musk stuff is really funny.
It's very funny. Oh, sorry. And then also there's a Charles Turnbull library in the Virgin Islands that I guess they like frequented. I don't know. Yikes.
You can rent DVDs there for free.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, the Elon stuff is really funny.
I really need a wild party.
Yeah. He's just such a dork. Like the one where he's like, meeting U.S. diplomats is not a wise use of my time, and then Epstein asks him if he's R-worded because he's like, you're not understanding. Have you seen that one?
No, I haven't. I haven't done a deep dive into the Epstein files myself. I was banking on you filling me in, to be honest.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, that's true. Anyway, really awful. Like as funny as it is to see like the Elon ones or whatever, like it's just so disgusting and demoralizing. And Yeah, I don't know. Like a lot of Americans have said, if there's a candidate, presidential or otherwise, if there's a political candidate that is running on, I will prosecute to the full extent of the law as many people involved in this as possible, and also everybody involved in ICE and everybody involved in the Trump administration, like trials, like hangings, No, maybe not hangings, maybe one hanging. Then that's a landslide vote, a landslide win for me.
That's the clear ticket.
Yeah, that's the ticket. But I don't think we're so lucky, really.
Yeah, it's kind of surreal to me being on this side of the border. I don't know how people are really taking the news down there, but it feels like it should be bigger news than it is, and it's certainly like created fodder for good internet content. But as we've kind of learned, like internet content, it's kind of hit or miss when it like really impacts the real world and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
Haktua, everybody. I mean, that changed lives.
Paradigm shift.
Yeah. But something like all of the people who make over X amount of dollars in the United States are in a shady, pedophile, satanic, baby killing, ritualistic cabal. Not a really big deal. Yeah,
surprisingly,
not a big deal. Yeah, I think it's just there just needs to be more definitive proof. People aren't going to read. Americans
right,
don't.
It's emails,
There needs to be like some like blockbuster style. There needs to be a Sound of Freedom style movie for everybody that everybody sees and explains it. Like audio visually.
Melania.
I wish
is the Melania movie.
Well, Alex and I are actually doing a live episode from the Scotiabank Cinema post Melania. What did you think, Alex? Did you like it? Did you learn anything?
Shook to my core, and I think I'm a changed person.
Me too.
Is it true it's directed by Brett Ratner?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Brett Ratner, who has a Me Too rap sheet a mile long.
Him and his partner in crime, Russell Simmons.
Yeah, just absolutely depraved, disgusting man.
Bizarre, odd couple of sexual crimes.
Who has been resurrected to make the Melania movie, and also at the behest of Donald Trump, Rush Hour 4. Which of course means we'll have to be covering the Rush Hour franchise.
There's a blooper at the end of Melania, like the blooper reels from Rush Hour. Chris Tucker goes, "Damn, she ain't going to be in Rush Hour 4 or Melania 2.
Well,
fuck that.
She probably won't be in either.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think they're making Melania 2. But
they said all they needed to say.
I think and more. Yeah, and I think it's the most successful documentary ever made.
Is it a documentary?
Yeah,
I thought it was kind of a bio. I'm revealing the mechanisms of the bit, but I don't actually know much about this.
You thought it was a biopic of a Melania?
I thought it was like a fiction film. Well, Brett Ratner doesn't make documentaries. He makes Rush Hour and Red Dragon.
No,
and X3.
No, he makes documentaries. Melania, for example, number one.
Right. Okay.
Fucking moron.
My face is red.
Yeah, it should be. You think that? I mean, that would be really funny if they're like Melania rise to power, and it's just like little tiny Melania, like one day I will marry the president.
Well,
I don't know why
what's
she
the
sounds
documentary?
like Bjork.
Like, who are the talking heads in this?
What is the documentary? That's a great question. That's a great question. What is it about? What is it day to day? What? Doing what? Like just like being a fly on the wall to some of the to the end of the American Empire. Is that what it is?
Which actually would make it an interesting kind of relic of its time. Do you know if Barron's in it at all? Lisan Al-Gaib?
I hope Barron's in it. Yeah. He must be in it at some point.
That tall freak.
Yeah. I wonder if they do talking head interviews with Barron and he's like, I love my mommy. I
watch a Barron documentary.
You know what?
I don't want to pay money for it.
No, certainly do not pay money for it. It's the same thing with one of the other Brett Ratners of the world, Woody Allen, You simply cannot.
Such a Brett Ratner.
You cannot pay money. You cannot in 2026 pay money to watch a Woody Allen film. You can steal it and watch it as many times as you like. But please do not pay money for it.
We're pretty punk rock over here.
Yeah,
on
we're
the franchisees.
We're ad busters. Me and Alex.
Yeah.
We went to the Melania screening and all the Melania posters downtown, and we put little devil ears on her head and like a little mustache and an eye patch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Call us Alex Rodden and Ben Vicious.
Mm-hmm. Cool. That's cool. I'm kind of like the Shepherd Fairy of podcasting. You remember that guy?
Because you're always telling me to obey.
Yeah.
That's how you're the Shepherd Fairy.
I'm always
Just like, obey.
Remember
obey
we
me.
used to whip each other?
Yeah.
We haven't done that
my
in a long
God.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was telling you, obey. Obey.
Think about Andre the Giant.
Yeah. And Obama.
I'm who's another cool graphic street art? I'm the Space Invader of the podcast sphere.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm Mr. Brainwash.
Yeah. Well, you and I are both Mr. Brainwash, unfortunately. There was a guy. Oh, okay.
I used to love that movie. Speaking of documentaries,
I haven't seen it in a long time.
I need to rewatch it. Yeah.
But I think that documentary existing justifies the existence of the Banksy project.
We're talking about Exit Through the Gift Shop.
Exit
by
Through
the
the Gift Shop. Yeah.
I should rewatch it. That blew my mind in university.
I think it's really good. I mean, it does make Banksy seem cooler and maybe more relevant than he might actually be.
Banksy is the visual arts equivalent of Sleaford Mods.
What's that?
That's that kind of industrial, almost trip hoppy English UK duo where it's just one guy who makes kind of minimal post punky beats and then the other guy kind of rants on top of it in a thick English accent.
Okay,
you'd love that.
It's like Bad Burial.
That'd be an interesting collaboration.
I made that. Maybe that's a good musical project I should start.
Bad Burial.
Yeah. It's the Canadian Burial, and it's bad. that's kind of because Burial's great, but what if but what if the music was bad and I talked over it and it was annoying?
I would listen to that for sure. That's kind of what this podcast is.
Kind of, yeah. We should maybe put some sort of disintegrating burial loop style stuff underneath.
Yeah, or droney doom metal. I'm going to go see Sun in April.
Oh,
you
yeah.
Go to the Sun show?
Oh, wait. Is it still on sale, right?
I think my friend is getting tickets. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. No, I definitely really want to go.
All right, maybe I'll see you there.
Yeah.
Are you going to win your Are you going to wear your druidic cowl?
It's in the wash, man. But by April, maybe it's ready. Quick story before we go into the weekly movie roundup. Yeah, just reminded me of Mr. Brainwash. When I worked at Schmaltz with Jordan, there was a guy who would come in pretty frequently and was nice and pretty much always order the same thing. But he was a strange guy, and he's kind of a big guy. Handlebar mustache, sort of like what I have right now. We'll come back to that later.
Oh no, we won't.
Maybe not. Yeah, and big guy, and he would breathe really heavily, like he's like, like he would stand at the counter and go. I'm making it sound too much like Marge Simpson, but he seemed like not healthy, not long for this world. Okay. Like he was gonna drop dead any minute.
Yeah.
Anyway, he'd order a decadent sandwich, like a tuna butter, just like heaps. It was like a double toasted, like I don't remember, but there was a lot of shit on there. It was like not a healthy sandwich. Okay. And he'd always get a chocolate milk.
Oh, yum!
This is an adult man, and we later found out, just talking with him and stuff, that he had this art gallery nearby. And that's why he came by a lot. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I walked by the art gallery, I looked in, and it's all exclusively Mr. Brainwash style art. Like, you remember the Adrian Brody art? He was like, check out my exhibition, and it's like Lisa Simpson being a punk or whatever. I don't know. Or like Maggie, or I don't know. Just like really bad pop art.
Harmony Korine's wife paints Spider-Man getting blown a lot.
Oh, cool. You mean his ex-wife?
Then they're not together anymore?
Rachel Korine?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Clearly you don't spend enough time on the Harmony Korine subreddit. That's right. But a subreddit only beaten by the Vincent Gallo subreddit, which is truly a hive of scum and villainy.
I'm kind of sad to hear that. I hope they're both okay.
I don't know. I feel like he'd be kind of a hard guy to get married to.
Yeah.
He seems like a fucking jackass.
She seems kind of unhinged too. Anyway, there
Spider-Man getting blown.
was a brainwash-filled gallery.
Oh yeah, and I went in too, and I was and the guy was there, and he was like, "Hey, how you doing?" You know, like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I looked at it, and I'm like, "Wow, this is terrible. Like, well, who's gonna fucking buy this? Like, it's just, it's gaudy. It looks cheap. It's like just stupid." And then someone else came in and they would talk to him, and I left before there was a sale, but it looked like this guy was gonna buy a couple of different paintings. You know,
people love pop art. you
I know.
I
love
aspects
pop
of pop art
I like
too.
good pop art.
Yeah.
This just felt like Mr. Brainwash. That's all I'll say.
Sure. Yeah. I love the aesthetic of like beach boardwalk souvenir store T-shirts where you have like the Tasmanian devil and like a do-rag and stuff like that, or
of course.
Bugs Bunny with baggy jeans, maybe like with a gun.
Yes.
That's
the bootleg Simpsons with like Black Bart and stuff.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, those are great. Or the bootleg Bart where he's like it's like Gulf War Bart, and he's like, "I was there, man." There's one
Gulf War Bart.
Oh yeah, Gulf War Bart. He's like, "I was there, man, and it sucked." Seriously, Bart came down with Gulf War syndrome.
A lot of people did. They were burning the oil fields.
Yeah. Oh,
as we discussed.
Yeah. That's such a fucking silly movie.
Anyway.
Okay, weekly movie roundup. What have you watched?
Reach for the sky, honky.
Honky.
Not too much, but I am trying to get up to speed with the Oscar nominations for what will surely be the greatest Oscar ceremony of our time.
Oh, yeah, the greatest year in Oscars ever, I would say.
So
10 films out of 10 classics.
I have 3 movies to run by you. The first one, the Oscar one, I also saw Hamnet. I finally saw Hamnet.
Hamnet.
Yeah.
What did you think?
I preferred SwearNet, the Trailer Park Boys offshoot movie.
Yeah?
No, I think I preferred Hamnet, but I think I was done a disservice by watching it after talking to you and Leo and stuff, because the whole time I couldn't not hear anus. It's just so silly that they went with that pronunciation of her name.
I don't know. Yeah.
And it was a very pretty nothing burger of a movie. I imagine something of what like a fancy induced burger would be like.
Interesting.
But
well, we'll be exploring fancy induced burger in depth later. My
big issue with it was you see the trailer, you get the idea that it is about William Shakespeare and Anne Hathaway losing their child Hamnet, and how that kind of inspires the writing of Hamlet and helps them process grief and stuff like that, which is exactly what the movie is, but you don't actually get any interesting insights, or there's no real meat to that. Like, it's just exactly as the trailer kind of presents it to be, and then a lot of scenes of people grieving in a very, look at me, I'm acting aggrieved way,
Yeah.
like a lot of really big performative sorrow and crying and stuff like that. And I agreed with you. When I was watching it, because I love Hamlet so much, I really liked seeing, the scenes of, when he's rehearsing Hamlet, or when you see a bit of Hamlet and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then, oh my God, Jessie Buckley, like I love Jessie Buckley, but she would be the most annoying audience member to sit beside in any kind of
Shut up.
Yeah, like, holy shit. It's about my son.
Listen, lady, we all have dead sons, okay?
And it's like, no, it's about the Prince of Denmark, you loudmouth. But anyway, yeah, it was really, the complaint gets tossed around a lot these days that the trailer gives away the whole movie. And it was funny to see that in action for what seems like it's going to be this big intellectual, emotional adult movie, but it really just kind of felt like pap at the end of it, because it didn't say anything. It was not insightful in the slightest. I found.
No, yeah, I agree. Unfortunately, yeah.
Sorry, Hamnet. But then keeping on the Shakespearean kick, I watched My Own Private Idaho with my mom. I really like that movie.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah, it's very 90s indie in a way that like The Limey kind of was. I mean, different styles, but it just reminded me of that time and that era and that vibe of movies. And yeah, I appreciated the like loose Shakespearean inspirations there as well. Henry IV Part 1. I don't know, I watched it with my mom and it was really funny because she expresses her, disapproval for like sad things or morally ambiguous situations, and she was tisking a lot throughout the whole movie, including at the very end where they steal his shoes.
Yeah.
It's like so sad. Poor River Phoenix. But yeah, really good movie. Would recommend My Own Private Idaho. I've never seen it before.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah,
great.
Never seen it before.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Young Keanu, young River, looking great.
Yeah.
And just a lot of fun. I think it had this reputation in my mind that it would be a very like solemn film and really like emotionally impactful and sad, which it is at times for sure. But it's also like really fun and funny and energetic and has a great Udo Kier.
Yeah.
Not really a cameo, but he's in it for a bit. And he's having a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a wonderful movie. If you haven't seen My Own Private Idaho, you absolutely should. I mean, that's like, I know what you mean. It does sort of have, maybe seems like it has a reputation of being like depressing or something. But it's not. It's melancholy. Yeah. It's sad, but it's not like it's a fun movie. You're right.
It's energetic.
Yeah,
it's got like
of course.
Real heartbeat to it.
Yeah. Gus Van Sant, man.
I only have sex with a guy for money.
Yeah, I know.
And two guys can't love each other.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, for me, I could love someone even if I, wasn't paid for it. I love you and you don't pay me.
He's great.
The goat.
The goat.
The elephant.
The elephant in the room. Yeah. Dead Man's Wire. Not bad.
I need to watch that.
Not bad. Not great, but it's not bad.
I prefer Dead Men Tell No Tales. Is that the fifth Pirates of the Caribbean movie? And then finally, a movie that you've watched as well, which we could, segue the transition. But I saw Send Help in movie theaters.
Oh, great.
Had a lot of fun.
Really good.
Great.
Huh? Yeah.
Theater-going film. Great popcorn movie. Rachel McAdams gets to run, the whole gamut of emotions. You've got cringy in there, and you've got survival mode, which is an emotion, as we know.
Yeah, a little psychotic.
And violence. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is that's about it, really. That's the whole full spectrum of human emotion.
Yeah.
And she gets to do it all, and
so
it's just
good. She's so good.
It's a lot of fun.
And Dylan O'Brien's hilarious.
He's great. Like his little nervous laugh or his
awful.
like dismissive laugh.
He's a fucking awful.
He was so good in that role.
They're both like, it's two of the best performances of 2026. I'm here to say it. Between the guy in the chimp suit and primate and these two, 2026 Oscars.
Jemima.
Jemima's. Ray Fiennes, of course. Actually, legit, those are all great performances. I love Send Help. I don't get to see movies, new release movies, like on opening weekend very often. Mm-hmm. Usually when I see these new movies, it's like either before work or it's on one of my days off, and it's like a matinee. There's not many people around. And generally speaking, I like that. There's less distractions, less people being obnoxious, whatever. But I miss watching a fun movie with a big crowd. When typically that would mean either a comedy or a horror. So when you get a comedy horror that is by Sam Raimi, who generally I think I've seen all his movies, and I like most of them. He's got a couple of duds. For Love of the Game, boring.
Never
Baseball,
seen it. Wow.
Boring. Kevin Costner, boring. I love Sam Raimi. Those Evil Dead movies were very formative for me and my friends growing up. And this, you know, I even went to the theater to see Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness or whatever, because I wanted to see those little kernels of little droplets of
You
Sam
wanted
Raimi, you
to
know?
sift through the shit for the kernels.
Yeah, and there's a lot of shit, but I actually thought I kind of had an okay time watching that movie. And this movie's way better. and great performances, really funny. And yeah, some friends and I got to go see it on a Friday night, and it was awesome.
Yeah, it's not a spoiler. I mean, there's like a lot of funny moments throughout, but I laughed quite hard. The plane goes down, you know, for them to get stranded on the island, and there's like a guy who's like hanging on for dear life so he doesn't get sucked out the plane, and he's like holding on to Rachel McAdams, who's buckled up and seated, and she's like, "Give me your seat."
yeah, that's great.
Which is like, you know, thematically
buckle up
makes
if you're a
sense.
pussy.
Yeah.
It's like, give me your seat.
And it's thematic because, you know, it's all about the dog eat dog nature of our world.
He's the guy who's gonna take her promotion, take her seat, right?
Yes, exactly.
That's the guy.
Donovan.
That's Donovan. Yeah, his friend is from his frat. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's just funny. It's funny, and it's also like, I mean, Sam Raimi is like a proper like conservative, like George W. Bush donating guy, and there is like sort of like a Ayn Randian style kind of message to the movie, I think, a little bit, like, you know. And that's great. A beautiful work of conservative art, you know? Like, lest you think we can't appreciate these things. Of course we can.
I have to inquire a bit because I read your Letterboxd review and it was very funny.
Yeah, let me tell you. Yeah, let me tell you. So, like I said, I don't get to see these new release movies very much. And when I do, I'm excited about the crowd. I really am not looking down on people. It's like a Friday night. It's a lot of dates. It's a lot of groups of friends, whatever. People are just there to have fun. So inevitably there's going to be people talking. And this is at the Young and Dundas as well. So, it's a lot of younger people. It's not Varsity with a bunch of old people.
I have issues with that theater for sure.
I know you do. I know you do. So it's a lot of younger people, and it's a pretty packed house. So there were people talking basically in all directions, right? But it didn't really bother me. But the couple behind us was so funny. I actually had to turn around at the end just to like kind of see, okay, who are they? Or like, what age are they?
I love that.
You know, like, because it sounded like it was a child. I thought for a bit somebody brought a kid in, but no, it was just a young woman and her boyfriend, probably in their early 20s. It's like she had never seen a movie before. She was talking to the movie, and I guess ostensibly to her boyfriend, and just asking, what's going on? Where are we? Why did the plane crash? Why are they on the island? Like seriously.
Yeah.
And, like
she didn't understand like narrative propulsion or just narrative.
She didn't. I don't think she understood what a story was. And I'm really trying not to be condescending. And I'm trying not to. This is not me being like sexist or like patronizing. I really. I mean, maybe it is a little bit. It's going to inevitably sound like that. I'm really trying not to sound like that. I just want to express to you, like, it was. I genuinely thought a child, like a small child, is behind me, because it was like. She didn't understand what a moving picture was.
She was a blank slate.
It might have been her first movie. It actually might have been her first movie, because she didn't understand that like a character's motivation or a character's actions would lead to this, would lead to that. Send Help is a very broad movie. It is not complicated, but there's some twists. There's some twists, yeah, but she did not understand what was going on at all. And then it started to break down further as the movie went on, where it's like she didn't even understand like the basics of like moving picture technology, like cinema.
Moving picture.
I'm serious because at anytime that there was a cut, you know, and you can get really academic about the cut, okay? There's a lot of great writing about the cut. You know, this is not, but like I'm saying, this is not Eisenstein. This is a Sam Raimi. This is a silly movie where people fall down and go boom, right? So there's a couple times where obviously there's a cut, and the cut transports you not only to a different location, but also across a period of time. I think we all understand this, listening to a movie podcast, that, you know, Alex and I are sitting here in his apartment, and then you cut and we're outside, and you fill in the gap because you understand like a story. You understand that the cut transcends time and space, right? She was flabbergasted by this.
By editing.
Yeah, just by like basic editing. So like there's a scene where they get drunk on the beach, and then it cuts to the morning after, and Rachel McAdams has a hangover on the beach, and she's lying in the sand holding her head like, oh, right? Classic. So when that cut happened, she was like, wait, what's going on? Did she fall? Where did she fall from? And I was like, that's crazy. Like she, just like basic information. There's a cut at the end, and I'm not going to spoil things, but basically it's a cut from, when they're on the island to off the island. Okay. So it transcends a big gap in location.
It's a match
and
cut.
It's a match cut as well, which might have maybe been more confusing.
It could be confusing.
It could be more confusing. And it also obviously transcends time, like months, maybe years later in the future. Okay.
Yes.
And this is at the end of the movie, and it like blew her mind. She was like, what is going on? Where's the island? Like, you know what I mean? It was crazy. And I was loving it. Okay. And then the whole time her boyfriend, very stoic, was like mumbled one word answers like, but it's, they're off the island. They're over here now. And hungover. Yeah. The plane crashed. We don't know why. It's bad weather. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, she's like, why are they fighting? And he's like, oh, they don't like each other.
I would have had to take a look at these people as well.
Oh, it's just they're just like normal people.
That's
They're
awesome.
just people you'd see on the street. I thought for sure it was like a baby. I thought it was a man, and for some reason a baby.
I'd love to watch that person watch Funny Games. Something that.
No, that's freaky. It'd freak them out.
I know.
I think arrival at the train station. Oh my God!
There's a train in the theater.
Oh my God! Everybody move!
Oh,
that's what it felt like. I'm sorry. I know I sound like such a fucking asshole.
No, but
it was. I'm telling you, like,
you don't encounter that level of blissful ignorance.
It was crazy.
But the emphasis on blissful. I almost wish that I could return to such a pure state of being.
Yeah.
At least when it comes to watching movies.
Me too. I wish I genuinely, and this is what I said in my
it makes them
Letterboxd
more
review.
magical.
I don't hate this person. It's easy to look down on them and think, okay, well, this is ridiculous. But I love them. I love that approach. Like, I wish they didn't talk the whole time, but it was fucking funny. It was a crazy, interesting experience. And honestly, I prefer that because the guy next to me didn't really talk except one or two. There's one moment where like everybody was squirming, You know what I'm talking about, like when she kind of has him.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Everybody was squirming and going like, there were so many people at that moment going, oh no, like, I don't think so. Yeah, it was great. It was so funny. Like, don't do it. But the guy next to me, not talking, but every single thing that was funny, instead of like laughing, I was laughing my ass off. I was laughing out loud. Every single thing, he didn't laugh. He would go like this. No, wait, I can't do it. Hang on. He would go, no, I can't do it. Hang on. Fuck. How do I make that noise? Oh, how do I do it? It was like, he would do that. That's as close as I can get. He would do that kind of like, instead of laughing, he would just go like, Yeah.
That's great.
Anyway, it was awesome. Yeah. Wonderful movie. Anyway, everyone should go see that.
Mm-hmm.
I know we've taken up a bit of time here with that story, but
I hope it makes money. I think
it's doing well. Yeah.
I
saw The Testament of Anne Lee also that day.
Nice.
I did not like it.
No, you're lying. You loved it.
No, I didn't. I was really surprised. I think maybe I just wasn't in the mood because I was like, I just didn't care. I don't know. They're doing their dance. They're doing their prayers and they're huffing and puffing and modern contemporary choreography. And I was like, I'm just not interested in this. Amanda Seyfried is great, and as far as like, is this a more worthy artistic enterprise than something like The Brutalist? Like, yeah, probably. But I couldn't really get on its wavelength. I should see it again maybe, but I didn't like it.
Is it also 3 hours long?
No, it's like 2 hours and change. Yeah.
That's not so bad.
Yeah. I watched two very early George A. Romero movies, the two that he made like right after Night of the Living Dead, before he started going back into maybe more like horror and The Crazies and Dawn and so on. There's Always Vanilla and Season of the Witch, aka Hungry Wives, aka Jack's wife. And those are for the Romero heads only. I mean, you could watch Season of the Witch, like that's actually a really kind of interesting, very thoughtful feminist movie that was marketed as like a softcore porn. And I can only imagine like horny 70s guys going to the theater and they're like, yeah, Hungry Wives, that sounds fucking hot. And then it's like this movie about this housewife who like hates her fucking chud husband and becomes a witch and kills him.
Nice,
you know?
yeah.
I don't know. Not very much sex.
Probably relatable to the atmosphere at the time.
I believe so. Another 2025 release, Cover Up, Laura Poitras documentary, and another guy, I don't remember his name, about Seymour Hersh, the investigative reporter, and I like this quite a bit. I mean, this is like sort of similar to All the Beauty and the Bloodshed, the last documentary she made about Nan Goldin, and although in that case the activism stuff feels like less interesting maybe than the biographical stuff, but the activism stuff in that where it's like, the Sackler family and like has their name on all these museums, and meanwhile they're like not single-handedly but causing the opioid crisis in America, and we know about this and nothing will be done and blah blah blah. And then this is just like this one is just like so infuriating, like history repeating itself, because this is the investigative reporter who helped break like the My Lai massacre or My Lai massacre in Vietnam, and then also was instrumental in breaking Abu Ghraib torture scandal, and many other things, and you're just seeing history repeat itself, and the government cover things up and lie, and the CIA, and then there's also there's also a bit of like maybe all this information he's getting is like fed intentionally to him.
Compromised in some way.
Yeah. Anyway, I thought it was really good. Megadoc, the Megalopolis documentary.
I want to watch that.
Hilarious. Essential. If you like the film or you don't like the film, you have to see the doc.
I really want to see it. What do you think of this boner I've got here?
John Voight is surprisingly affable. Shia LaBeouf, insane. A menace. And Francis Ford Coppola is genuinely like, I fucking hate you. Leave me. It's a huge mistake casting you.
I need to watch it.
Yeah, his buffoonery cannot be sanctioned. Peter Hujar's Day.
I want to see that.
It's really good. It's on the Criterion Channel, streaming right now, and Megadoc, both streaming on Criterion. Peter Hujar's Day is like 75 minutes long. It's just two people talking, some incredibly boring information about New York, and it's awesome. I think it'll come up at some point in the Best of the Year episode, so I'll just leave it for that. But I really like it. Makes me kind of want to watch Passages again, which is the Ira Sachs movie he made before this, and also with Ben Whishaw. That's such a weird kind of messy movie to me, but it's also kind of brilliant. Made me want to check that out again. And
as you should.
Evil Puddle, the latest Matt Farley, Charles Roxburgh movie. Of course, I don't know if I ever told you this, but I gave them money to be an associate producer. So I can't really tell you, if it's good or not, because I'm biased, but it's very good. It's very funny. I love all their movies that I've seen. I know
you do.
Yeah, and Evil Puddle, no exception. Very, very funny, and that is something you can rent right now as well. You can stream that, and you should. And how
much money do you get from each rental?
I get nothing.
Oh.
I get nothing. I didn't work on, to be very clear to our listeners, I did not contribute anything creatively to this film. He puts out a call if you would like to be a this level producer, kind of like Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Send me $200. So I sent him $200. I have nothing to do with it, but I'd happily do it again because it's a great movie. I'm happy to have contributed even on a very small level, and also been watching all the genre noir stuff still because we're going to be recording that podcast soon. And listeners, I'll let you know when you can hear me talk about Boudou Saved from Drowning, which I've watched several times now, and I really do think is kind of a perfect movie. So I watched The Golden Coach and I also watched Grand Illusion, which I'd never seen. And then I rewatched Rules of the Game, which I hadn't seen since Kingston in the screening room as a much younger man, and probably did not at all appreciate it. And much easier to appreciate now, I think. Grand Illusion, like, also really is like one of the great movies of all time.
I should watch it.
Yeah, it's just funny. I know I was talking about this on the Bone Temple episode, but when you actually finally get around to watching these movies that are quote unquote the greatest of all time, and then you're like, yep, yeah, what have I been doing not watching this all my life? Like, you
make an interesting case, but I think I will skip.
I'm not interested.
And rewatch Eddington again.
Sure, why not? Eddington, greatest movie of all time. I think out of the ones I've been talking about, you should watch Boudou Safe from Drowning, because I think you'll really like the character of Boudou. He's insane. He's a menace, and I think just as a character study of this crazy guy, I think you'll really like it. Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf, Safe from Drowning. Also a
oof. Yeah. Oh my God.
Oof. Shia
LaBeouf. Yeah. That's actually funny. Shia LaBeouf, Safe from Drowning. That's something. That's at the very least a tweet. Oh, I had another little semi-viral tweet for you. Can I tell you?
Yeah.
You know when people take a picture of their screenplay and they're like, "Look, first draft, I did it." Yeah. So I did this kind of like, New Year's resolution. First draft of my screenplay. Look, it's only February. I did it. And then if you actually zoom in, the title is The Whale 2, Still Eaten.
That's good.
Yeah, apparently
really good.
5,000 likes.
Wow.
Just for some stupid ass.
Hey, don't sell it short.
Well, no, every now and again I think people will like this, and then nobody gives a fucking shit. And then you do something like really tossed off.
Yeah.
There you go. That's just the way it is.
You can't predict this stuff. And if you could, you'd be a millionaire.
You're right.
The Whale 2, Still Eaten. Still eating.
The Whale has brought me so much joy.
Yeah.
Like in this way, it kind of is one of the definitive movies of my life.
I'm so happy that there was a significant amount of people who just were like, hold on, this is bullshit, because a lot of people obviously found it inspirational and took it really at face value and seriously, and that would have just been scary if that had been the majority of people,
Oh, I agree.
Like
I agree.
Like pod people or something, like.
I've never felt more like a pod person, or sorry, like the last man on earth, who's not been podded, than looking around the theater at the end of the film and seeing people sob. I was like, we are fundamentally on a different planet, you and I, and that's fine. Also, as I've mentioned many times before, I was the only fat person. I was the only fat person. I looked. I mean, first off, it was not a busy night. It's not like I looked at every single person. It's like there were probably like there were like 10 other people there in little groups. Not a fatty amongst them.
But like the movie speaks to everyone. You don't have to. We've all been seated at the fridge in a chair, pulling out whatever like viscous fluid we could put on top of pizza or jelly sandwiches.
Yeah, we all have a candy bar drawer, right?
I literally do at work.
Okay,
I literally do.
There you go.
I have a snack drawer. There's Kit Kat Pops in it right now.
Neat. Okay, well, we better talk about this fucking movie, man.
For 5 minutes.
For about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Twilight, New Moon. New Moon. Right? Blue Moon's Ethan Hawke.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, you should see that. It's good.
Too much.
There's too much, I know.
This Oscar list is just so stacked.
I know. Did Blue Moon get a Best Picture nomination? No.
It didn't. But he got
the actor.
Actor?
I mean, honestly, he should win. He won't, but he should win.
Who's going to win?
Who is it? Okay, who is it? It's him, it's Leo, it's Marty Supreme, and who are the other two people?
Michael B. Jordan as Smoke and
Michael,
Stack.
He's good in those movies too. But he's okay, and who else?
Not as good as he was in The Wire.
Oh yes, Wagner Moura. Or no, that's not. I know that's not how you pronounce his name, but
he's pretty good.
Well, okay, he might be the best. Okay, here's the official Ben Turnbull ranking of the best performances. I don't know. They're all they're all pretty good. That's the official ranking. They're all pretty good.
I like Wagner. Haven't seen Ethan. In supporting role is obviously Jacob Elordi in Frankenstein. Actress in a leading role, I'd give it to Rose Byrne.
I would too.
Actress in a supporting role, I haven't seen Sentimental Value. It's crazy that there's two of them in there.
I would not give it to either of them.
I'd give it to maybe, I don't know, Tiana Taylor.
Yeah, sure. I would definitely.
Who gives a crud? We're not here to talk about the Oscars.
Who actually gives a crud?
We have to put in our mandatory 10 minutes of talking about the actual movie.
Yeah.
New Moon.
Twilight New Moon. Well, Tito wanted to be here, but she had a little friends get together, little box social at her place in Brampton last night. And I attended, and it was a lot of fun. There's a lot of great food, a lot of great booze, and also we had Rock Band, like the video game Rock Band.
The Beatles expansion?
Hooked up. I believe there was, but I don't think we ended up playing that. And I'll tell you, the drumming is harder than I remembered.
That's just real drumming.
That's just real drumming, yeah. It kind of hurts my shins. It was a lot of fun, and I was instructed, please bring Twilight New Moon. We're going to watch it late at night. It was a sleepover party, too. So we started Twilight New Moon at 2 in the morning, and it finished at just after 4. And then I got a couple hours of sleep and came here.
That is dedication to the game.
Yep.
And that's great that you saw it so recently, because I saw this movie like 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Did you watch it by yourself or with Ruby?
No, I watched it with Ruby.
Okay, good. I watched it with a group of like 6 girls and another guy, and it was great. So lots of screaming at the screen, lots of laughs. And even though Tito couldn't be here, her and her friend Amy wrote some notes and also a couple of drawings. So I'll be able, 2:26 a.m. Oh my God! So I'll be able to read a couple things. Well, maybe I'll just read these notes after we've talked about it a little bit. I'll just go through and read them all, and
as they come up contextually.
Well, it's too hard. It's kind of hard to read some of them too, but we'll get to it. This is the Jacob movie. This is the Jacob movie.
Yes, Jacob is a way bigger factor presence in this film.
Yeah,
because Edward F's off for a little bit. He does the classic, like, you don't know what's best for you, I know what's best for you, so I'm breaking up with you.
Yes.
But he might be right. He's like a centuries old, like, vampiric being, and she is a teenager in high school in Fork.
Yeah, and she did spill a bit of blood accidentally at his vampire house, and one of the newer vampires, who has only recently sworn off blood, tried to kill her. So
yeah. And they do some of that like really funny slow-mo vampire action where and he like just shoves Bella through like a grand piano or something to like save her, but ends up hurting her or whatever.
Yeah.
Listen, what do I think about this movie? I think this movie, it felt more competently made than the first one, and that to me came at the cost of some of the off the wall crazy ridiculousness of the first one. But overall, I think it's like technically a better movie, and it's not without the kind of melodramatic craziness that made me laugh in the first one. It's just paired with a bit more competent filmmaking and stuff. I remember there was a sequence where I think the wolves were chasing the evil vampire lady through the woods or something, and it was paired with like a melancholy song. Also, killer soundtrack in this movie, and the audio visual pairing was just like way better done than anything in that first movie. Like the Muse baseball scene sticks out in my head. Like it just felt like actually like a pretty cool vibe or something, or it was translating the melancholy of the scene better to the audience, or at least just to me or something. So I think better made movie, not as fucking bonkers, but still has those moments that make you laugh about how bonkers it is. Yep. So I think I liked it a bit more, like on the whole, I think I appreciated the quality of the filmmaking a bit more, and I think a part of me definitely missed just how fucking bizarre the first one is, and their flirting stages and stuff.
Yeah, well, I think the only I do agree it's a stronger movie in a lot of ways. The only thing that's a real big knock against it is that I love the relationship between Edward and Bella, and I love seeing them interact. And because they're also actually falling in love with each other, which is kind of this beautiful metatextual element to it, even if things didn't work out. And he's gone for most of the movie, and their interactions, like he appears as an apparition to her
when she goes daredevil mode.
Yeah,
which I will counter. Is very funny.
yeah.
It's very funny. And I love that their relationship is a bit more developed because, I was buying their chemistry a bit more in this one because they don't have to do that weird flirting stage, which in the first movie was just Edward, like, pouting a lot and just, like, looking at her like...
I want to tear you apart.
There's a very funny scene in this movie where Taylor Lautner Jacob comes to talk to Bella, and Robert Pattinson, Edward's like, I'll leave you guys to it. But then he's just in the background looking at the ground.
Yeah.
Like, with his, like, that dejected face he does so well. It's so funny.
It is funny.
It's still quite a funny movie. And I like Edward and Bella's relationship, but I feel like I liked it more, like I like their dynamic more in this one, even though it's not as on screen as much as the first one. And there's some funny moments with Jacob and the wolves, Jacob and the boys,
Very funny. Yeah, Sean pointed out it looks like a David Dakota movie. He makes these movies like all the a bunch of the posters are just a bunch of shirtless guys standing around aimlessly, and there's all the great shots of his boys standing at like the tree line in a forest, shirtless in the rain, waving at him like, "Hey, come on and play!
Yeah,
come play catch!"
Yeah, it's also very like Larry Clark as well.
Sure.
Like the Jacob scenes are all very Larry Clark.
Well, and it's important to remember he's a child. He's a child while making these films.
Yes.
And when he takes his shirt off and the middle-aged women in the audience go, ooh, they're all sex criminals.
He is obscenely cut.
It's crazy that they made that what he was able to accomplish.
Yeah.
Like, and I apparently part of that is like they didn't want him for the role. They didn't envision it, blah, blah, blah. And so he did that and was like, check it out. And then when you see Edward without his shirt off, he doesn't have that. It's not the same thing. They have like makeup, like they're like adding little contours on his body.
British, Like,
yeah, he's just
he likes a pint and he sparkles in the sunlight. He's got his own thing going on,
Absolutely.
But Taylor Lautner, I think he was like 17 or something.
Yeah,
one of the most ripped 17-year-olds on record, I imagine.
It is strange.
It's shocking.
It's
because the other werewolves aren't that built either.
He is the most built of anybody in the film.
Yeah.
But it's because he's like overcompensating.
Sure.
I think. Like they were like, no, you're just a kid. And he's like, I'll show you.
Could
this
a
is my
kid do
part.
this?
Yeah, could a kid
and then
do
he
this?
points to his V.
Yeah.
The cum gutters.
The
as
cum
they call
gutters,
them,
yes. Yeah. Please, he's a child, Alex.
You said it at the same time as me.
He's a 17-year-old.
We said it simultaneously. We could have jinxed each other.
He's a child. To stray away from gay ephebophilia for a moment, this is a new director. It's Chris Weitz.
Yes.
Co-director of the original American Pie. Writer of Ants, starring Woody Allen, sus. Writer of Nutty Professor to the Clumps. Director of Down to Earth with Chris Rock. Just a crazy... About a Boy, your favorite movie? Yeah.
Our favorite movie.
Yeah.
I think basically...
Hey, you, the boy from About a Boy. Isn't that what they called you?
They were from Toronto.
they had the famous Toronto accent. Hey,
you, the boy from About a Boy.
The boy from About a Boy. We're talking about somebody who... They used to call you that.
No, in grade 7, I was walking to a friend. I think I've told this story on the pod like 5 times. A car stopped me, and they were like, aren't you the boy from About a Boy? And I was like, no.
Aren't you the boy
younger.
from About a Boy? Golden Compass. Lots of shit.
His filmography is goated.
His filmography is insane. It's there's some crazy stuff.
It's one of the best filmographies you've ever rattled off to me. It's like Kubrick and Chris Weitz.
Yeah, well, and also as an actor, he's in Chuck and Buck with Mike White.
Yes.
Do you ever see Chuck and Buck?
I think like a long time ago when I was really into Mike White.
Yeah.
I think I watched it online, but I need to rewatch it. I think I watched that and like The Good Girl
Mm-hmm.
in a weekend.
Chuck and Buck is a good movie about you and me.
The Good Girl is Mike White, right? I'm not fucking that
I think
up.
so. Well, it's Miguel Arteta and Mike White writes it, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
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 I think so. Yeah, it really is a new moon, and the moon is named Jacob, and he takes his shirt off, and he's really cut. And Bella is, spending time with him because Edward is gone, and it seems like there's some sort of attraction growing. He's obviously in love with her.
He's a rebound.
But it's just, they never really, they don't even really kiss.
He's
right?
a fucking rebound, and
This whole Edward versus Jacob thing, Team Jacob, like it's a losing battle from the start. They're never and as they that the devastating ending too, when Edward basically tells Jacob to his face, or sorry, Bella tells Jacob to his face when Edward returns.
it was Edward.
Always Edward. He's never going to be you, and that is hard for a young boy, a sexy young boy to hear.
Sexy, chiseled 17-year-old boy.
That's a hard truth to swallow. It was never. It's not only I've made up my mind. I'm going with somebody else. It was like you never even had a chance. That's tough.
It did make me curious to see, how this plot develops and stuff like that, and where they go. Also, because it ends on a crazy cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Where Edward proposes,
Marry me.
There's just one thing you got to do.
Well, what do you think happens? I'll tell you. They get married.
He takes a child bride.
Yeah. Well, she's 18 now.
Okay, true. Yeah, it's totally fine.
Totally
It's
fine.
Totally kosher.
She's 100 and whatever. Totally fine. So, there's I guess in media res opening like in Italy that is strange.
Yes.
And then it takes a long time to get there. We mostly spent a lot of time in Forks, and Graham Greene is in it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Shout-outs, I noticed that.
I guess
yeah.
he gets killed at the end.
Off
I think.
screen.
Yeah,
kinda? They just reference it.
Yeah, which is sucks. But he's in it for a bit. As like Charlie's like friend, and they're hunting like the animal that keeps killing people. But spoilers, it's vampires and werewolves. Yeah, and we spend a lot of time with Jacob and Bella fixing motorcycles, and she's riding motorcycles without a helmet,
cliff diving,
yeah, all sorts of dangerous high risk activities that she does to try to replicate the thrill of getting eye fucked by Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, and it's like it's long distance triggering like his jealousy or his care for her, because he keeps appearing as
he
an
keeps
apparition,
astral
being like,
projecting.
Stop that.
Yeah, hey,
please stop.
Put on a helmet.
There's this scene where I think he calls her and Jacob picks up the phone, and you see that in
That's
the
at the end,
background.
yeah.
He's in Brazil.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Does he have that giant statue of Jesus in the background?
I love it. He's in like the place, the single most obvious place in Rio to show you he's in Rio.
Yeah.
The Christ the Redeemer, like right outside.
Yeah, you think they'd go somewhere, not as sunny to prevent people
You
from
would
catching
think
on with the
that,
sparkle.
wouldn't you? They would go to like Scandinavia.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the fucking Council of Vampires is in like beautiful golden Tuscany.
That's right.
It's not in Tuscany, but
Yes, we are introduced to the
Volturi.
The Volturi with Michael Sheen giving a very hammy performance, a pretty delightful performance, I would say.
I forgot about Michael Sheen.
Whatever his name is.
It was great
Mr.
to
Volturi.
rediscover Michael Sheen.
I know, he's kind of not in as much these days, eh?
Laurie Volturi.
We have at the very end a Dakota Fanning sort of cameo. She's Jane, guard of the Volturi.
She's like the Professor Xavier of the Volturi. The Volturi are some of the most menacing villains I've ever seen in a film, Ben.
Were you scared?
The moment these people, to call them people is a compliment. The moment these creatures appear on screen, my skin crawled.
It's okay if you were scared. You can just say it.
I mean, I'm saying I was scared.
All right.
I'm saying I found them very unnerving and dangerous, and they really imbue the film with like an air of just tension. Like at any moment, like things can go sideways.
Well, one of the guys sitting, one of the kind of Volturi guys is that that the kid who would go on to play Vecna in Stranger Things,
I never
and is
watched
also
it,
the kid in Sweeney Todd, you know, who's like, oh,
Pirelli's magical
Pirelli's
elixir.
magical elixir, come and get your fix. Yeah, that's him.
That's
you know?
a really good.
Isn't that
movie.
crazy? We should do Sweeney Todd. The Sweeney Todd franchise. We could
Yeah.
do the filmed stage version, and then we could do the Tim Burton one.
That's perfect. A little
Yeah.
2-piece.
I don't need to see that again. Should I check out some of these notes?
Yeah, let's
Let's see. So it appears as though Amy's writing is a lot easier to read. Remember, this is in the dark too. Bella hates her birthday. Ugh. Edward is suicidal? ? Jacob long hair. Bella and Carlisle chemistry is crazy. Oh yeah, in the scene after Jasper attacks her. So Carlisle, the vampire dad, is like fixing her up, and it is a little intimate, you know. There's definitely a little something there. Oh yes, Rosalind by Bonnie Verse featuring Saint Vincent. Bella folding a picture of her and Edward, but separating herself from him, you know, just like smushing. That got a big reaction from the crowd. And then that is actually quite well done sequence where she's waiting out. She's like super depressed after he leaves, and the camera's spinning around her in the room. She's just looking out her big like bay windows, and it's like October, November, December. You know, the months pass, and she's just catatonic. Oh my god! And then when she's having her like night terror dreams, you know, she's like wakes up in the middle of the night going ah, you know.
Oh my god. I felt so bad for her dad, you know, like, but you know, we've all been teens or young adults who've gone through hard breakups, and you wake up screaming every night.
I know.
And
Like
you spend
it's
your waking
physically
hours
painful.
screaming as well.
Yeah.
But it is funny. At one point, her dad's just like, maybe you should go back to Arizona.
Yeah, he's like, I'm actually really freaked out. I can't really do anything.
Yeah.
I can't really do anything. There's also when there's an incredible scene transition where they're hanging out fixing up the bikes, right? And Bella throws a slice of pizza at Jacob, and then it, you know, whip pans over to Jacob, and he catches a wrench. You know, this type of scene transition would kill the lady I was talking about. It would kill her dead.
How did that wrench become a pizza, or vice versa?
Yeah, exactly. She would be extremely confused by the pizza becoming the wrench. Okay, this is a lot harder to read. Charlie is so sexy. There's a picture of Charlie here. Actually, it's a pretty good, faithful picture of Charlie. Terminal bachelor. Bella has psychosis. Yes. Oh, they when she starts hanging out with Jacob, there's also the other guy who's one of her friends who's like, they go on a triple date type situation.
Oh yeah, they go see like Face Punch.
Face Punch, 2009. Yeah, great movie. What's funny is I guess that must be a shot in Canada somewhere, because they walk out and all of the posters in the movie theater are real posters for real Canadian films,
Oh, cool.
including The Delicate Art of Parking and Peter Metler's God's Gambling and LSD, which is like they come out of Face Punch and go into watch a 3-hour long documentary by Peter Metler. And there's one other one too. There's some other like bizarre Canadian movie from the 2000s.
Cube 2, Hypercube.
Oh, I wish. Mike looks like the Game of Thrones actor. Oh yeah, he does look like Joffrey a little bit. He looks. They were trying to the Mike character, like the friend. He's got a certain quality to him. Like he's got a kind of Breckin-Meyer-y sort of Joffrey sort of face, you know. Whenever Ben something movie. Geez, this is hard. Steven Seagal face New Punani.
Yep.
Ben can detect all the movie posters. Yes, I can. Jacob Lyson says he is mono. That's right. David Dakota. Yes, The Brotherhood. That's a series of David Dakota movies where it's like a bunch of shirtless guys on the posters. And I think this is pretty much... Oh, yeah, Slow Life by Grizzly Bear featuring Victoria Legrand.
I caught that. I noticed her voice
Edward
from Beach
juices
House.
his cell phone when he thinks Bella is dead. Anyway, okay. These are the notes.
These are good stuff. Good stuff.
No, this reminded me of something. Oh, yes. New Punani. I don't know why that came up. New Moon, I think, should be said, the title should be said in a Bill Maher New Rules voice. You know, where he says, New Rules.
Yeah.
Yeah. New Moon.
New Moon.
New Moon.
New Moon.
Yeah. New Moon. New Rules.
We love Bill Maher. Club Random is a huge inspiration on this podcast.
I thought it was the other way around because we started before Club Random.
We did?
Didn't we?
Oh.
I think so. And he asked us to come on, and we said, you come on here first. You be our guest first, and then we'll come to the basement.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to come up to the penthouse first.
Yeah, you come up to the penthouse suite at Spadina and Bloor. And we'll go to the basement in wherever the bumfuck you are. L.A.? I don't fucking know.
Maybe
New York?
New York.
I don't know. Anyway, what else about this movie?
You know, not much. You know, I guess I enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to seeing how all this stuff develops in Eclipse.
Yep.
You know, that's about it. It's great that we're doing this in and around Valentine's Day.
Oh, romantic.
It's great that
so
this...
romantic.
I mean, this will probably be a bit late, but it's Super
late.
Bowl
I'm
weekend.
sorry, it's going to be late.
Okay,
yeah.
well, congratulations to the Seahawks.
Winner, gagnant.
Who versus who?
The Patriots.
Yeah, I don't really have a dog in this fight. Not that I would attend dog fighting, just to be clear. It's just a phrase.
Yeah, not much. I got not much else to say. About
No, not much either. I agree. I think it it drags a little bit near the end, but the Volturi stuff is very funny, and it's nice to see sort of the broader lore in the world of the vampires, and they have vampire popes and all this sort of stuff. You know, what should we rate it? I
don't know how many. Nothing of note in the movie that sticks out. How many Rio Jesus statues out of 5 would you give this movie?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it a firm 3.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it 3.
Yeah.
Warmed up to it a bit, like the dynamic between Edward and Bella. Still some silliness, but it didn't look as consistently as a YTV television show. Sure,
yes. I mean, I'm sure the production is the budget's a little higher too with this. Yeah. And that Chris White sheen, the touch of a master.
We should have done it out of 6 abs on Taylor Lautner.
Well, next time.
I think he's got like 8.
He'll take his shirt off again. Taylor Lautner
still around in the movies. She picked Edward.
Oh yeah, he's still around.
Okay.
Of course, he's around. He's in all of them. He helps. He's a nice guy.
Oh, okay.
He gets over it. He realizes we're all on the same team, Team Bella. Right?
He doesn't really on the inside. He's
certainly jealous on the inside.
He hates it.
Yeah,
he's got best friend syndrome.
I mean, genuinely, of course, yes, he does. Yeah, but that's okay. Sometimes the only way to cure that is just to keep living. just to persist.
Soldier on, nice
Soldier
guy.
on, yeah, and eventually you'll move on to something else.
All you Umbrophiles are in for a treat because next week is Eclipse.
Yeah, well said. That's great. Yeah, get ready, and don't look at it without the glasses on.
Yeah.
Don't make the same mistake I did. Well, we'll see you then. I'm sorry this is late, but we're gonna make up for it by continuing Twilight. How about that?